Okay, everyone, we're about to go live. Do not block the host or the guest, okay? We have to get them on the car immediately. And the length of the interview is the length of the ride. Do not block this door, please. Places, everyone. We're going live. 5, 4, 3. From Pittsburgh.
Fries on top of fries on top of fries.
It's the Incline Show, starring Brian Carothers. Tonight, Brian rides up with
and Lee Terbosic.
Plus, Dr. Dan and the Duquesne Incline keyboard. And now, your host to take you to the top of Mount Washington, Brian Carothers.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the Incline Show. How do you do? I'm Brian Carothers here on oneBURGH. Welcome to the Incline Show. We have an awesome show tonight, and is everybody in the Christmas spirit? You can just feel it in this city, right? Everyone is just so excited for Christmas. Even the people vandalizing Century 3 Mall are only using red and green spray paint. That's a great sign for Christmas. Don't you think, Dan? That's a great, absolute great sign. And people who are normally caught in traffic on Route 51, they're only flipping the bird with one arm instead of normal two. So you know you're in a great mood for the holidays. They can't wait. But happy holidays, everybody. What a time to be in Pittsburgh. One person who probably needs a break for the holidays is Mayor Ed Gainey. Gainey last month took reporters on a tour of Pittsburgh to show prosperity and homelessness. Now, he showed a lot of prosperity, but he's being bashed that he would not go with reporters into tent cities to see homeless people. Now, the mayor said that this is not true. In fact, the mayor's office released a statement that said Gainey will go into homeless tent cities. He just didn't, on that particular day, want to wake up John Staggerwald. I get it. Let Staggy sleep. Let Staggy sleep. Yeah, yes?
Is this the line to see Santa?
No, this is the Incline Show. It's a television show.
See, I just saw a chubby white man with a white beard, and I thought it was Santa. My bad.
No problem. No problem. Welcome to the Incline Show. Welcome to the Incline Show. But how about Jaylen Warren? I know, Dan, you like Jaylen Warren. What an amazing story. He's a second-year running back, but he's on a rookie contract, which in the NFL means he doesn't make that much money. Warren, who's in his second year, was fined twice this season for hard hits. And when it all adds up, the money he makes compared to the fine, he basically made no money. He worked 2 games for free. And when Bob Nutting heard this, he sent him an email and said, "Want to play for the Pirates?" Hey, we have a great show tonight. Magician Lee Terbosic is here, but first, say hello to Dr. Dan and the Duquesne Incline keyboard.
The Incline Show is brought to you by the Workers' Rights Law Group. Unfairly treated at work? Dial Kyle. 83-dialkyle.com.
Our first guest is Pittsburgh's most famous magician. Doesn't need to say any more than that. Please welcome Lee Terbosic.
All right, good to see you. Good to be with you. I love this.
Welcome, man.
I love it.
Have you been on the Incline before?
Many times in my life.
Are you a Mon Incline guy?
I'm a
Duquesne
Incline guy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in Pittsburgh?
I grew up in Pittsburgh.
Where at?
Lincoln Place.
Okay.
So I was a city kid, and then I got into magic, and Mom and Dad had a great answer. They took me to the Carnegie Library in Homestead.
Yeah.
Checked out a few books on magic, never returned them, and they're now part of my library.
Whoa, you stole a magician, made him disappear.
I made him disappear.
You know, I want to thank you. Your Houdini event in the city changed my life as an adult. I did magic as a kid.
Cool.
And I did go on to lose my virginity. But
Good.
I felt like you validated it with everyone that I've been with.
Oh, all right,
magic
great.
with you is so cool, Lee.
Thank you, man.
How did that event come about?
So that started in 2010. I was on a trip to New York City with fellow magician and mentor Paul Gertner, one of the best in the biz. And that day, when we were up in New York doing his show, when we were about to come back to Pittsburgh, he randomly just said, "You want to see if we can go find Harry Houdini?" Meaning go to his grave.
Awesome.
So we found his grave, which is in Queens, New York, in a little Jewish cemetery. We hung out at his grave, talked magic, kind of like how we're doing right now, but we were talking about the history of magic. And when I got back to Pittsburgh later on that day, he gave me a book known as the Taschen Magic Book. And in that book, I opened it on my coffee table, and there was the photo of Pittsburgh with Houdini hanging upside down in it.
And the rest is history.
And that's when I came up with the idea.
Were you scared to death? Because I was there with my family. I remember seeing billboards for it. There was an enormous crowd.
We had a huge crowd.
Were you scared to death going into it?
No, I wasn't, because I'm an adrenaline guy, so I like doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
The only thing that scared me during that entire process is that whenever I was going upside down in the straitjacket, I couldn't remember if I properly secured the terrible towel that was in my back pocket. That was
because you brought it out.
It was the finale, and so on my way up, I was clenching my butt cheeks pretty tight. So,
and I got to tell you, man, this look is cool. It's a great look.
Thanks,
what
man.
was your first magic look? Were you a tuxedo and cape kind of guy?
No,
it didn't start at this.
No,
did it?
I didn't start in the leather coats.
Okay.
But in those days, I was pretty simple. It was a black suit, black tie. It was almost like MIB.
Yeah.
So I was like a men in black doing magic tricks.
Absolutely classic. And now you just got done at Liberty Magic doing your one-man show, The Life and Times of Harry Houdini?
The
or
Life and Death of Harry Houdini. Yeah.
How did it go, man? I mean, my brother went, and he actually believes that you are supernatural.
Supernatural? Yeah, I've been getting that a lot after shows. And I'm doing all the same stuff.
People run out afraid of you. Like, don't touch Lee at the end.
Because of the weird stuff I do in the show, but it was all created by Harry. And it's just, I'm just bringing it back 100 years later for modern audiences. So, but the show was fantastic. It sold out every single performance.
Yeah.
It was a big hit, and so I'm excited to bring it back.
There's a lot of people who think Harry Houdini died in the upside-down water torture, right? He was punched in the stomach,
Well, that has a little bit to do with it. He died of appendicitis. Now, the upside-down element that came about because of the movie Houdini that starred Tony Curtis in 1953.
Okay.
Hollywood didn't like how Houdini died, so they came up with their own way of killing him off in the water torture cell.
Yeah.
But the punch did have there's confliction on the punch of whether or not that truly had anything to do with his death. But
you're not going to do that trick.
No.
Do not punch Lee in the street.
Yeah, if you see me, I'm not.
He's not Harry Houdini.
I don't want to get punched in the stomach. Yeah.
Lee, we're at the top. This went
here,
fast, man.
Well, we should do some magic then.
Do you want to do it outside? Is it too cold to do magic?
No, my hands are warm enough. We can do something out there.
Let's go outside with Lee Terbosic. Lee, what was your first ever trick?
It was a card trick.
What was it?
It was a very simple card trick. So
did it kill?
It fooled my parents, so that's what kept me going. That was a superpower when you're a kid and you're learning magic and you're fooling adults. That's a superpower you definitely want as a kid.
Yeah, that's it. I remember when I was growing up, my magic influence was Harry Anderson.
I love Harry.
All I wanted to do was stick a needle through my arm in the worst way.
I got to meet him and hang with him.
Really?
And talk magic with him. Oh yeah, he came to the Funny Bone, which is down at was originally at the bottom of the Incline in Station Square. That was where the Funny Bone was.
Yeah.
And I remember I had been just around the age of 18, and he was playing the Pittsburgh Improv, and I wanted to go see him do that needle through arm on stage.
Right?
So he blew my mind with that on live. So
yeah, for sure. And what's next coming up into 2024 for you? So the Harry Show is over.
Harry Show is wrapping up now.
What will be next?
The next thing for me is I'll be bringing 52 Up Close back to Hotel Monaco.
Awesome.
I have some documentary that's in the works.
Which my wife, by the way, we saw you at Hotel Monaco, and when we left, she said that was so cool.
Thank you.
But going in, she's like, magic?
Yeah.
But dude, you're making it cool. You're like the Justin Timberlake of magic. You're making it sexy.
I'll take that compliment any day of the week.
Yes. All right, we're here with Lee. We've decided to stay inside. It's a little too nippy out for the magic.
Nippy, I like that. Nippy, yeah.
We'll take it away, Lee.
All right, well, we'll warm these. I do need warm hands to do this stuff, so I'll warm these up a little bit. They feel good right now. So here's the thing. I will do a trick, and you're gonna help me out, Brian. Put your hands like this.
Yes, sir.
And what I'll do, and so you can see this at home that are watching on camera, I'm gonna go through the cards, and will you just call out stop for me as I go through the deck? On any card you like, whatever one you want.
Stop.
We have the king or the 5. What would you like?
What do you like, Dan?
I'll take the king.
He's
Let's
going.
do the king.
Okay, Dan's going with the king, and then I will keep going here, and then Brian, you say stop on a card.
Stop.
Jack or 10.
Dan?
Let's go to the 10.
He's going with the 10 this time, so we'll go 10 on that side. Now I'll take a random card. I'm going to take like the Joker here. Watch me slip that in face down right there, and I'm going to leave it that way. Now watch the cards. See, in Pittsburgh, you're from Pittsburgh, right?
I am.
So you have Yinzer DNA.
100%.
100% Yinzer DNA. That's what we need for this trick because in Pittsburgh, all of our sports teams, they all color coordinate, right? They're all black and gold. Well, I keep traditions like that alive. So what I'll do is I'll start with the 10. If I rub that on your palm, you see that picks up some of that Yinzer DNA. And what it does is it transfers it to the back and it changes it to black and gold. And then you can see that card has now gone black and gold. If I get a little more of that DNA, just like so, a little bit off there, you'll see that will change to black and gold.
Okay.
Now watch the deck. We have the reversed Joker. I will put that into the pack, and I'll give the cards a few cuts.
Mecca like a high, mecca hiney ho.
I love
Did you
it.
need that?
That'll work.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Those will be the magic words today.
Okay.
Because look, a little bit more of that Yinzer DNA, and you'll see it'll go to the top of the pack. But it doesn't stop there. You'll see that it'll start traveling through the deck of cards, and you can now see that every single card has now changed to black and gold, except for that Joker. There's the Joker. What I do is I get a little bit more of that DNA like that, and you will see that will also change.
Holy cow.
So now we have a perfect black and gold deck of cards, ready to do some Pittsburgh magic.
That's it, Lee.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Now, Dan's drunk.
Dan, I love it, man.
So everything looks a little weird to him right now. We're going to watch it later.
All right, you can watch it in a replay.
The great Lee Terbosic, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Do not trust this guy with what? Your purses, your wallets, anything.
Anything. I'll take it all.
Hands in the pocket.
If I can see it, it's gone.
2024 will be a great year for you, man. Congratulations.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks to Lee Terbosic. Thanks to Dr. Dan. Thanks to the Duquesne Incline. And we'll see you next time here on oneBURGH. Thanks, everybody.